Thank you for tuning in to Macroview Television and welcome to a brand new edition of Taiwan Outlook, the program that presents the different faces and lets you hear the different voices on Taiwan. I'm your host, Wu Ruiguo. Burkina Faso is a very important diplomatic ally of Taiwan's in West Africa. On today's program, we're delighted and honored to have Her Excellency Céline Yoda Konkobo, the Ambassador of Burkina Faso to the Republic of China, to be our special guest, and we will review and discuss the challenges and the opportunities in bilateral relations. Welcome to our program, Ambassador.
Thank you so much for receiving me.
Yeah, well, it's a pleasure, like I said, honor.
To share with you some information about my country.
Yes.
And about Taiwan, of course.
Yes.
Where I am living now.
Yes. And Ambassador, I understand that you've already had a very distinguished career in public service before coming to Taiwan as the ambassador. Can you then share with us your history and work experience in working for the government of Burkina Faso, please?
I have been for the 12 last years, been Secretary General of the Minister for Women Affairs.
Okay.
And after that, I have been sent to Denmark as ambassador. I stayed there for 7 years, covering the 5 Nordic countries and the 3 Baltic countries.
Yes.
And I have been recalled from Denmark to be member of the government.
Oh, okay.
And I stayed there for 4 years as a Minister for Women Affairs.
That's wonderful.
And I came here from this last posting as once again ambassador to Taiwan.
Yes.
And I have presented my credentials here last year in February, the 25th of February, to His Excellency President Ma.
Okay, good.
Yes.
And Ambassador, we also know, like I said at the beginning of the program, that Burkina Faso is a very important diplomatic ally of the ROC in West Africa. However, I'm a little embarrassed to say that not many people in Taiwan know much about your beautiful country. Then would you please, through our program, introduce some background information about Burkina Faso?
Thank you. Burkina Faso is a country in the very heart of West Africa.
Yes.
It's a quite big country with 2,074 square kilometers.
Yes.
Yes, with 17 million inhabitants. We have 6 neighbor countries. Côte d'Ivoire, I don't know if you know that.
No, not very well, I must admit. Yes.
Côte d'Ivoire, Mali, and Ghana.
Ghana, yes.
Benin,
Okay.
Togo, and Niger.
Oh, okay.
And Burkina Faso is a very landlocked country.
Yeah.
The nearest harbor is at around 1,200 kilometers.
Well, that is some distance away.
Yes, yes. It's also an agriculture country.
Okay.
80% of the population works and live of this activity.
Okay.
Mainly.
On the farm.
Yes, on the farm.
Yes.
We have many ethnics, 66.
Okay.
Burkina Faso has also French as a official language.
Yes.
But we have 3 main national languages spoken by most part of the population.
Okay.
That's briefly some information about Burkina Faso.
Good. And what are some of the major functions currently at your embassy here in Taiwan? For example, the issuance of visa and also some information, especially for business opportunities in Burkina Faso. Please.
our main activities are here in Taiwan. We as embassy is a link between the two countries,
Exactly.
Burkina Faso and your very nice country, Taiwan. In this standing, we have to work closely with the Ministry for Foreign Affairs of Taiwan and the Ministry for Foreign Affairs of Burkina Faso, of course, and all the representatives and the responsibles of Burkina Faso and Taiwan.
Yes.
We are this link, and we take part of all the activities organized by MOFA or organized by others partner association.
Yes.
Here we have a commercial association like TABA, Taitra, ATEF, and this is our main work here, functions. But as you say, we have also to deal with visa issues.
Yes.
And I would like to underline that in this issue, we have very good convention with Taiwan, where the Taiwanese receive visa free from Burkina Faso.
That's
and vice
wonderful.
versa.
Oh,
Yes.
vice versa.
Yes. Our people also receive visa free from Taiwan when they want to come here to visit, and
Exactly.
this is another activity. But I want also to mention that we have students living here. We have 87 students studying here in many universities.
Good.
But we also have Burkina Faso citizens living here. They choose to stay here, to live here. They married Taiwanese, and they founded families, and they live here. We have total 123 Burkinabe living in Taiwan today.
Good.
Yes.
All right. And let me ask you, Ambassador, you were in Taiwan in February of 2014. Have you visited Taiwan before coming here as the ambassador? And after you arrived in Taiwan, what was your impression of Taiwan? Please.
No, I haven't visited Taiwan before.
Okay.
This is my very first time to be here. And I was very happy to discover things. And I have been very, very impressed by the landscape, you see.
Yes.
You have hills and mountains, and you have very modern buildings, roads. I have been also impressed by people, you know.
Oh, yes.
People, yes. Yeah. Taiwanese are very friendly. They are very warm.
Yeah.
Coming from Copenhagen, where people are, because the climate influence the behavior. Yes, that's why I'm talking about this. But Taiwanese are very warm, and very friendly.
Hospitable.
Yes, very generous.
Well, thank you.
Yes. Danish was cold.
Yes.
But
I would imagine.
I spent 7 years. At the end, I found people that was very nice also, very friendly to me, to my country. Yes, and
that's because of your hard work. Yes. Ambassador, other than the language, of course, we speak Chinese, Mandarin Chinese here. That's a very difficult language. But other than the language, did you have to make any other major adjustments coming to Taiwan? I suppose your family is here with you. I mean, in terms of, for example, food. I would suppose you enjoy Taiwanese food, but maybe occasionally you miss the cooking back home. Is that also an adjustment that you had to make?
You will be surprised, but I didn't have any problem.
Wonderful. That's wonderful.
With food, any problem.
Good.
I can even tell you that I like your food. And a confidence is that every Sunday in Copenhagen, I used to eat Asian food.
Oh, really?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Every Sunday.
Every Sunday.
To change a little bit.
Okay.
But now I have to eat it as I want, every day if I want, or many times.
Okay.
Yes, weekly or monthly or daily.
Okay.
I like your food.
Good.
I don't have any problem with this.
That's wonderful.
Yes.
And I would suppose, other than Taipei, you have also been to other parts of the, the country, the island. Do you have a favorite place that you want to, share with us? Maybe Taichung, Kaohsiung, Hualien on the East Coast?
I have been to all these places.
Yes.
I've been to Tainan, to Taichung, to Taichung, to Kaohsiung, to Hualien.
Yeah.
And I think every place is very nice.
It's very
You
kind
have, what I should say is that you don't have big differences between your country, between your cities. The level of development is quite the same. There is no cut between the capital city here, Taipei, and the other cities.
Around the island.
Yes, which is not the same case in Burkina Faso.
Okay.
In Burkina, the main cities are very developed.
Yes.
But 100 kilometers after, it's totally different.
Okay.
Yes.
Then we're going to learn more about your beautiful country a little later in the program. We need to take the first break on our program. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the second segment of today's program here on Taiwan Outlook. I'm your host, Rui Guo. We will continue our conversation with Her Excellency Céline Yoda Konkobo, Ambassador from Burkina Faso to the Republic of China here on Taiwan. Ambassador, we were talking about the natural landscape and the climate back home in Burkina Faso. Let's talk a little bit about the economy and the industries. What are some of the major industries back home in Burkina Faso? And what will be some of the industries or the opportunities that you see, maybe for the Taiwanese businesses to play a major role in the continued development of Burkina Faso? Please.
As I told you, Burkina Faso is an agricultural country.
Yes.
And industries are oriented in the transformation of this agricultural product.
Okay.
That means we have industries of transformation of cotton, cane sugar.
Oh, sugar cane.
Sugar, yes,
Good.
sugar cane. And also transformation of cereals.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yes. These kind of activities. And we also have many animals.
Oh, yes, of course.
Cattle. And we have skin of these animals. And we also have shea butter. We grow sesame. What I can say about the interest of Taiwanese to Burkina Faso industries could be solar energy.
Okay, good.
Yes. Because this is our very big difficulties.
Yes.
Energy is very expensive in Burkina Faso.
Okay.
We have solar all the year. From the first day to the end of the year, we have solar every day.
Yes.
I think Taiwanese has a good expertise in this area, and they can help us. I think we already have one big enterprise, Taiwanese enterprise in Burkina Faso, dealing in this area.
Okay.
We also have one Taiwanese building enterprise in Burkina Faso. I think they can help us. They can come to be and be interested by these kind of activities in Burkina Faso. Good. Because we need your expertise to have also very nice building and very nice roads and things like this.
All right.
Yes.
And do you think in terms of the infrastructure upgrading in Burkina Faso, there's also the opportunities maybe for our construction companies, our public utility companies to play a role in the continued development?
Yes, we need this expertise.
Yes.
And maybe it's not the same land. It's not the same condition because we don't need so strong buildings. You have it because of earthquakes, yes, and we need to have a very nice, buildings like you have here.
Okay.
Yes.
And since you have, plenty of sun power throughout the course of the year, another thing that naturally comes to mind is on tourism. Because tourists come to your beautiful country, they would like to, see beautiful weather every day. And we understand the tourism is also one area that your government and also your office is trying to promote, and your office, of course, here to try to promote to Taiwanese holiday, travelers. What are some of the attractions in Burkina Faso that you would recommend to Taiwanese?
Yes, tourism is very important for Burkina Faso because it contributes for almost 5% of to the GDP. Yes, tourism. That means that it's very important for us, this area of activity. And we have many sites of touristic sites in Burkina Faso. We have old buildings, we have lakes, we have waterfalls, animal parks, zoological parks, yes, safari, yes. Yes, we have many. And as I told you, visa is free. Yes, this can also motivate people to come.
Exactly.
Yes, and we have structures that organize tours. Yes, from one region to another, for people to visit and to discover what we have as touristic sites in Burkina Faso.
Right. Yes. Has there been a lot of requests from local Taiwanese travel agencies, for example, regarding possible tour packages and visits to Burkina Faso since coming here last year?
They are happy of what we are proposing right just now. And one of our function is just to promote more this tourism for Taiwanese to know much our country. Because people knows in Burkina Faso know Taiwan. I can tell you.
Okay. So Taiwan is well known back home.
Yes, well known back home. Than Burkina Faso is known here. That's one of our major role to make Burkina Faso known by Taiwanese. But I think it's coming slowly.
Exactly.
Yes, we have many friends. Taiwanese friends.
Good.
Going to Burkina Faso to visit.
All right.
And they help us to promote also Burkina Faso.
Exactly.
And I can tell you, those who went there come and they lost their hearts in Burkina Faso.
Exactly.
Yes, and when they come here, they want to go back again, and that's
again.
Yes. That's very important for us.
All right. And other than solar industry and other than tourism, any other areas that you think may be of attraction to Taiwanese businesses? For example, Ambassador, if you excuse me for saying so, but today you're wearing a beautiful dress, and then also your hat is very outstanding. And are these traditional clothing made back home, or is that indicative of the textile industry in Burkina Faso?
Yes, all this is made in Burkina Faso.
Exactly. It's very nice.
Thank you.
The detail of the handicraft and I mean the work.
Yes.
Handiwork is amazing. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Yes. That kind of thing you can see them in. We have the biggest fair, handicraft fair in Burkina Faso.
Terrific.
Yes, its name is called the Siao. Salon International de l'Artisanat de Ouagadougou. This is a very big fair in Burkina Faso. We organize it every 2 years. And the next is for 2016.
Next year?
Next year. Maybe Taiwanese can go and visit.
Be a part
of this. You can see, all these things and many other things. Bronze and, it's a very nice fair. Yes.
All right.
And many products from shea butter
Oh, okay.
Yes, shea butter.
All right.
Yes.
Ambassador, you also mentioned earlier that you have some like 87 students from Burkina Faso studying at the universities in Taiwan.
Yes.
And what has been their impression and feedback to your office about their time spent studying in Taiwan? Are they enjoying their life in Taiwan?
Yes. They enjoy their life in Taiwan. I told you that some stayed here, married Taiwanese girls,
and don't want to go home.
They don't want to go home, okay. And they like their life here. Exactly. And they are very hard workers.
Yes.
And we hear very nice testimony from their teachers about how they are working hard, and we are very proud of them here.
Exactly.
They are serious. They work hard, and. They mingle with the local people. They mix in, assimilate, to the Taiwanese community. And also, how about, is there any Taiwanese students or teachers that are, helping the education programs in Burkina Faso? Yes, we have cooperation with in this area also. Okay. That's why our students come here to learn and to study. And we have cooperation with ICDF, yes, and also with MOFA, of course. And all these students here are beneficiary of the scholarship of the government of Taiwan, that help them to run, to go through themselves. Yes, to support their studies here. Okay. That's, I think, this kind of cooperation we need. But at the diplomatic level also, we have signed a convention with your Institute of Diplomatic here. Okay. We have a high school of diplomacy in Burkina Faso. Really? We get a convention in this area to exchange students. I think that will be also nice for us and for Taiwan also.
Yeah, especially for the younger people to get to know each other at a very early age. That certainly helps.
Yes.
Over the last year, plus 1 year since coming here, are there any other areas that you think that maybe that the two countries, Burkina Faso and Taiwan, can work together and can help promote the bilateral relations?
Yes, we can share about dance, music, and food.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Those are the areas I think people on both sides would like to see more activities, more exchange in the coming years. Yes. We need to take another break on our program. We'll be right back. Welcome back to today's program here on Taiwan Outlook. I'm your host, Ray Guo. We will continue our conversation with Her Excellency Céline Yoda Konkobo, who's the ambassador from Burkina Faso to the Republic of China on Taiwan. Ambassador, let's start off this part of the program by talking a little bit about the history of Burkina Faso. You mentioned earlier that you have many ethnic groups, and we understand that before, in your history, before the Western powers coming to Africa, that you were at one time ruled by different ethnic groups, including mostly kingdoms. And can you tell us a little bit about that background with multiple ethnic groups? Is that what makes Burkina Faso great today and very unique in the world? Please.
Yes, before the coming of the colonizers, we do have our cultures and our local system of organization of our community. Exactly. And Burkina Faso has many, many ethnics, but we can talk about 9 main ethnics groups. Groups, yes. All right. And all the others are in between, among these 9 major groups. Okay. Yes. And which is the Mosi group is the main, the more important group by number, by numeric. It's the population is about more than half of the population is from the from the Mosi group. Okay. Yes. The Mosi group was very nice organized, and it's with hierarchies, and they have what they call the Naba, the king of the kingdom. Okay. it's still called the moon, the sun.
Okay. Yes.
The Mosi king.
Okay.
Yes, the Mogonaba. He's the one who is the first authority in the Mosi kingdom, and all the others population are submitted, are surrendered to him. And there were the others group, ethnic group also have their own organization, but they are not. They have more independent people.
Okay.
The Mosi is very well organized, and all the people are submitted to the chief, the king.
Okay.
And they are warriors. And they resist to the colonization. But you can understand that the weapons are not the same.
No.
This one come with very modern weapons, and the Mosis were fighting with traditional guns and arrows and
traditional weapons.
Traditional weapons, yes.
Okay.
But they resist long time against colonization.
Yes.
And today our national emblem is represented by horses. That have horses are the symbol of noblesse and of the kingdom.
Yes.
And these horses have the history about these horses is that the king of the Mosi kingdom had a daughter. Her name is Nyenenga. Nyenenga.
Okay.
Nyenenga was the daughter of the king, but she was an Amazon, and she was like a boy.
Okay.
She was brave, a brave young lady, and her father was so proud of her that he didn't like to marry her.
Okay.
He keep her at home.
Yes.
And doing all the job and yes. And one day this young lady escape and go to the bush, and she met a hunter, a male hunter, and from this union they got a boy, and they call him that's the stallion. Yes, stallion is a stallion.
Horse.
Yes, horse. And these horses are our emblem. And I was talking about the festival, cinema festival.
Yeah.
And the first winner prize is this horse.
Yeah.
Yes, the symbol of this horse that is for the first winner of this festival film.
Exactly.
Yes.
The spirit of your beautiful country. Yes, we understand because of the richness of your history, that you have a very rich culture that's also multifaceted. And Ambassador, you mentioned earlier about the Arts and International Film Festival that take place every year, in your capital city. The name I cannot pronounce correctly. But it's an African Film Festival and also International Arts Festival.
Yes.
And then many people will come into your capital city and participate in this festival. Tell us a little bit about those programs.
These two activities are so big that we cannot organize them every year.
No.
It's every 2 years.
Every 2 years.
Every 2
My
years.
apologies. Yes.
They took place every 2 years. Festival of Cinema.
Cinema.
Yes.
Good. Is that just for the African continent or is it for international?
It's international.
Good.
It's international.
All right.
It's for all the people that want to show something. For this edition, for this session, they told us that they have received around 200 films.
Oh,
yes.
That's
in
very sizable.
many series. Yes.
Okay.
And yes, it's very international.
Yes.
And it's the biggest festival in Africa.
In Africa.
Yes.
Okay. And also about the International Arts Festival. That also happens every 2 years?
Every 2 years,
okay.
Yes. That one is also the biggest
okay.
in Africa. You find every kind of handicraft art, yes, by many, many countries from Africa,
okay.
which come and show what they have in this area.
Okay.
Yes, it's called CIAO, Salon International de l'Artisanat de Ouagadougou.
Okay.
This is the capital, my capital city name.
Yes. Okay. And we understand cultural is really the common language that links people and countries together. And we also understand now that you have a very rich and very multifaceted culture. And do you think there are areas in the cultural domain that maybe Burkina Faso and Taiwan can work together? For example, you have this film festival that is very important in West Africa, in Africa.
Yes.
And you also know that we have this Golden Horse Film Festival.
Yes.
Every year. That's also becoming one of the best recognized and respected film awards in all of Asia. And is there any possibility for the filmmakers, for the industries to work together, for example, in the film and moving picture area?
Yes, of course. I think there are many possibility to cooperate in this area also between the two festivals.
Yes.
And yours is every year.
Yeah.
Ours is every 2 years.
2 years.
I think in this area we can try to find some cooperation.
Yes.
And for Taiwanese people to show what films of Taiwan in Burkina Faso
Yes.
and vice versa. And I think even your TV can make documentaries film
Yes.
and to show them in Burkina Faso in the occasion of the festival.
Okay.
I think people don't know that we have this
film
kind.
festivals.
Yes.
No.
I think this is the occasion for me to tell them that yes, we have this festival.
Okay.
Yes, and we also have this big fair of handicraft,
Okay.
where you can have very nice and handmade art items, and for not too much expensive, I can say, yes.
All right.
Yes.
And we can find all this information on the website for your embassy. And for example, what month of the year when it happens for the African Film Festival? I mean, what's the month of the year for the International Arts Festival?
It's for the Festival of Cinema. It's on end of February to beginning of March.
Okay.
For 2017,
Okay.
it will take place from the 26th of February
Good.
to 4th of March.
Okay.
We already have the date for 2017.
Okay.
And for the festival, for the
arts,
the fair of arts, this is always in October.
Always in October.
The last week of October.
Okay.
Every 2 years.
Every 2 years.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
And how's the weather and the climate in those months visiting Burkina Faso? Is it always warm?
No, we know that people are very sensitive to climate and to weather. That's why we try to find the good period for all these events.
Exactly.
In February, I can say it's our winter because it's not too hot. Too hot.
Okay.
Around 25 to 30, 35.
That's not bad. Yes.
That's good.
Yeah.
And in October, at the end of the raining season, it's also cooler than
normal.
Yes. And
so it's easier for people to travel.
The difficult month in Burkina Faso is
Summer?
April.
Oh, April.
April, May, beginning of June.
Oh, okay.
In this period, it's very hot.
Very hot.
Around 45 degrees.
Okay, but
that's very hot.
But the humidity is low, right? It's dry
very
heat.
It's dry.
Yeah,
it's
okay.
very dry.
Okay.
That's one of the things I like here.
Yeah. It's a lot more humid.
No, I don't like humidity.
You don't?
But I prefer this humidity to the dryness and the wind and the dust.
Lower temperature.
Yes,
exactly.
Yes.
All right.
That's Good. Why.
We need to take the final break on our program today. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the final part of today's program here on Taiwan Outlook. I'm your host, Rick Guo. We will continue and hopefully wrap up this very interesting conversation with Her Excellency Céline Yoda Konkobo, who's currently the ambassador from Burkina Faso to the Republic of China on Taiwan. Ambassador, we were talking about your impressive career at the beginning of the program. And we understand that from the years 2007 to 2011, you were the Minister of Women Affairs in Burkina Faso. Can you then tell us what are some of the priority issues for the protection and the equality of women's rights back home in Burkina Faso? Also, do you see the likelihood maybe the bilateral relations can be further enhanced by both addressing issues related to women's rights? Please.
Yes, I have been recalled to be a member of a government in 2007 as a Minister of Women Affairs. Mr. Hu, that has been very challenging for me.
Yes, I would imagine.
Because very important and a very big challenge for me. Because in Burkina Faso, 51.7% of the total population is women.
Okay.
Women.
Okay.
Almost 52%.
Yes, more than half.
Yes, more than half. And to be called to work in such a matter was very much a challenge. But hopefully, fortunately for me, in that government, I was very much supported by the President and the Prime Minister. Because the issue of women is a very important one, but it's very controversial also.
Yes.
Because it's cultural in Burkina Faso. Yeah. Each group, male, have their rules. Women, have their rules to do. And for a long time, the women have been on the backside of everything in Burkina Faso. That's why we used to say that for the conditions of women, life in Burkina Faso, every point is a priority. Then, from which part should we start? Yeah. We have to embrace everything at the same time. That's why it's very difficult. Yes. In all the areas, economic, health, education, politics, and in all the area, everything is priority, because they haven't been involved at the very beginning. Okay. They have been involved slowly, but with small touch. Okay. And but Burkina Faso was used to talk about it, but not frankly. No. Okay. We decided, our government decided to create a ministry for women affairs after the international conference in Beijing in 1995. Okay. I fortunately took part of this conference in Beijing. It was after that conference that the government decided to create a ministry for women. And I think it was a big coup for women in Burkina Faso.
Exactly.
And I can say that in the West African region, Burkina Faso is the only country which has a ministry totally in charge only of women.
Yes.
In the others country, they have women, children, and other welfare. But in Burkina Faso, it's a department for women, only. Promotion of women, women affairs. That was a very big decision of my country. And starting by that, we have to write and to execute a program for women in Burkina Faso in all the level. Yes.
And you've been in Taiwan for over a year now. What do you think about the women's rights movement and also some of the issues, in Taiwan that concern women's rights? Maybe there are possibilities for the NGOs on both sides, women's rights. We have quite a few number of them in Taiwan. Then maybe they can, work together also.
Yes.
What do you think?
Yes, yes. And since I arrived here last year, I'm trying to find out how to manage to have a cooperation in this area also. Okay. Maybe between NGOs to NGOs, because in Burkina Faso also we have many NGOs working in the same issue, because as you know, the government cannot do everything. Yes. And the civil society is very involved in this issue also. Okay. And I'm trying to see how I can link NGOs from Taiwan to NGOs to Burkina Faso. Yes. And also at the governmental level, I want also to see, but unfortunately here you don't have Ministry for Women Affairs. No, I know that you have a structure and at the MPs, yes, taking care of this issues. Yes. I can understand because maybe right now you don't have women here don't have the same problem as we in Burkina Faso. You already have find solution to many questions, crucial questions here. On the 8th of March, which is the International Women's Day. Yes. I didn't see anything here in Taipei. No. I say, why? In Burkina Faso, it's a very big day.
Really?
It's even a day off. It's a holiday. Holiday. Okay. And this year it was on Sunday. Then yesterday was a day free in Burkina Faso. Yes, it was free. It was holiday for women to rest after the activities of the 8th. Yes. And it's a date for us very important to raise a issue, a question. This year it was about how to improve women economically. Yes. Yes. And everybody, all the country, stay and thought about this issue at that very day. What can we do for women, for them to improve their economical life? Yes, and every year we have an issue to start to think about. Yes, but here I didn't see anything, and on the radio, on the media, nothing. Yes. But I can understand that here you don't have this kind of problem. Illiteracy, you don't know it here. No. All the people are educated, and all many have educated. Yeah. In Burkina Faso, we still have a very high rate of illiteracy. Yes, that's an obstacle for the promotion of women. Yeah. We have a problem of health. Yes, giving birth. People, women still die.
From child.
Yes. We have many these kind of problem. But here you have a high level of development, and we don't have the same problems. No. But here I already made some very powerful ladies. And political level and economic level, You have very tough business women here, and very tough political women here, and very tough in the civil society.
Okay.
And I'm impressed of.
Well, thank you.
Yes.
Yeah.
How they.
I know we have made some progress
Yes,
over
yes.
the years, both in terms of women's rights,
Yes.
Public health, and also education.
Yes.
But still, I think if you talk to some of these advocates in Taiwan, still some areas, room for improvement on this issue in Taiwan.
Yes.
And interestingly, that the ambassador, you mentioned about education. We have also discussed there are university students, 87 of them from Burkina Faso, studying in Taiwan. Also, you signed the convention earlier with the Institute of Diplomatic Training, to have younger, students coming for exchange.
Yes.
And do you think maybe pushing, a little further in this area of education, maybe we can have not just university age students on the exchange, but also younger students, people only in high school or in middle school, maybe they can come early, 13, 14 years old, to get to know Taiwan, and Taiwan get to know, Burkina Faso. Let the friendship, the relationship start at a very young age. Is that also one area that you plan to work on in the future?
Yes, I found this idea here, and I find it very nice. They have what they call youth ambassadors.
Yes.
This is a very nice.
Youth ambassador.
And some went to Africa last year, and we managed to meet them this year.
Okay.
And they share with us their experience, how they discover in Africa, about food, about people, about relations,
culture, yes.
About many things. I think that that could be a very nice experience for Africans students
to come to Taiwan.
To Taiwan from time to time, and to see how things are moving here, and how they can use the same experience to influence the living area. Yes.
All right.
That could be.
And finally, before we end the program today, Ambassador, any important activities that your embassy here in Taiwan has planned for the remainder of the year 2015? For example, is there any trade delegation coming in? Is there any fair, whether it's on the arts or education? Please.
Thank you. Last year, this is a very important issue, and I'm very happy that you remind to make me talk about this. We have a very good relationship in this area, and Taiwan is trying to push our businessmen to come here and to visit and to learn. And Taiwanese also, I think, learn about our businessmen. Last year, we received 15 delegations from Burkina Faso.
Good.
Sometimes we had 2 delegations at the same time in Taiwan.
Keeps you very busy.
Yes, we have to manage to be available for every...
For both.
Yes, for both. And that's very important.
Good.
And we hope that for 2015, that could continue. Yes, for us to exchange with Taiwanese people. But the one thing I have been very proud of is the delegation of ladies, women. They came here for Bio-Taiwan Expo. They brought products from shea butter. And yes, shea butter, the raw product of shea butter. They brought also soaps. They brought lotions, body lotions, and it was a very nice fair here.
It's truly been an honor to have you on the program today. Certainly want to wish you all the best in the future. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for watching our program today. I'll see you next time on Macroview Television. Thank you.